Alright, hello and welcome back to Lands of Lore. We're playing as Michael, and we're about to enter into Yvel. Alright, so let's venture in here. We're going to head to the left first, and we're going to investigate everything here. Yvel is fairly locked down at this point because they are on the brink of war. Which we're going to learn just a touch more about. Actually, we're barely going to learn anything about it because I'm going to skip over everything, but that's really beside the point. I'll talk to you a little bit about it as it's happening. I don't remember when I purchased these fireball wands, if it was prior to the last video or kind of in the interim, but we do have quite a few of them. I believe this store we unlocked with an actual key, but yeah. Just wanted to test it while I was here. Yes.
We as well are.
Alright, so we're going to see if he wants to buy any of these bows for a decent price.
I'll take that off.
Yes. We might actually pop back in here with one other.
I'll take that off.
Nope, we will sell that elsewhere. And we're not going to purchase anything that he has. Alright.
Good luck and happy hunting, my friends.
Later on in this video, we are going to run through these fireball wands to a large degree. But I will restock them off screen afterwards. Alright, I'm going to try to keep track of items that are going to be sold here versus elsewhere. Perhaps I should have another Aegis helm, so yeah, we won't need anything else. There is a lot to explore in Yvel, and for the time being, we really have no enemies or anything like that, so it is fairly pure exploration. One of these we pick eventually. I went the wrong way. I did. That's fine.
There is no way to pick this lock.
How about you? There we go. And we get a couple halberds. Alright, we'll give that to you for right now. Alright, so Sever. Not really providing us much value. We'll see whether or not that sells for a decent price. Oops, there we go.
It crumbled to dust.
Alright. Now we've checked out up there. Let's see what's going on in here. The Ace of Oblivion, the blue one, casts Mist of Doom, which we haven't quite seen yet, but we will before too long.
If Yvel is not attacked, then yes, you will get most of the grain back. Where have you been?
Look, it's
Paulson,
Jaren,
what have you
the
found?
jerk.
I have found nothing. I follow Michael now.
We did find a recipe for the elixir, but it's a riddle, and we've not yet found all the ingredients.
Then why are you bothering me? Bring the elixir to me immediately, if you ever actually get it.
He's so special. Alright. We can grab another oil flask. We'll probably need like 2 for the rest of the game. That's about it. You know what? This is how I'm going to make space. I'm going to leave several of these here for right now, because we'll be coming back here before we need them. That will clear things up. And I'm going to hold on to just these 2 pieces of armor, just in case people's armor gets destroyed, and we find ourselves needing a backup. This should be Bruno's Lodge.
Welcome to Bruno's Lodge.
We can talk to these chaps, buy him a beer, listen to him ramble about some stuff, but this guy is the poor fella from the woods that we helped. He gives us this
Thank you.
whisper cloak, which, along with the silent sandals and shouldn't be 2 down as well. The silent sandals and the shield of stealth theoretically should make you harder to detect by enemies, but I've personally never found any use for that or even seen much of an effect, although I can't say with all honesty I've ever even tried to use all 3 of them, so maybe if you use all 3 it works, or if each character has one, I don't know. I don't worry about it much. I don't often find myself wanting to avoid the enemies, so... Alright, I believe this is the last bow that we'll want to check with the Fletcher about to see how much he'll give us for it. Alright, head down this way, and we will actually find an apothecary.
You look surprised to see anyone still here in Yvel.
Yes,
Perhaps you could help us.
What are you looking?
I have a recipe that...
Oh, could you show?
We could show it to you. So, we will show her the riddle scroll,
Here you are.
and since
Yes, I have earth powers. Maybe more.
Thank you.
the what's it called?
So long and
Witch Doctor back in the swamp solved that riddle and told us that we need earth powder. She's able to recognize it and provide it for us. Ooh. Nice. Okay, add this to our selection over here. And that is the final ingredient to the elixir. So once we finish exploring here, we'll be able to go and build that.
The boards seem loose, almost off. The boards came loose from the door.
This one door located right here, the boards are loose. We can come inside and collect this key, which we'll play with a little bit, and the Hand of Fate spell, which I will never actually cast. It just kind of pushes enemies back. At some higher levels, it causes a little damage, but I don't find it to be valuable enough to use, particularly with an item that we're going to be getting in the next area. But we'll talk more about that when it comes up. Alright, so we'll go here and then up there. And then almost be done. Ace of Dominion casts Hand of Fate. I don't think I finished explaining. Ace of Infinity will refill your magic, similar to a Banon's Reserve. And actually, I guess I'll go here first, because I don't want to go up there just yet, just in case. Although it's probably fine to do it now. I don't remember anything else of exceptional value coming up while we're here. So there's the Silent Sandals. Have I filled up already? Bezel Cup. I did. I guess I absolutely should have gone to... Actually, we don't really need the real scroll anymore. Alright. Another oil flask. Excellent. Some crowns and a granite rock. Ooh, right, bracers.
Empty.
I think there's only one more set of bracers that we'll collect over the course of the game. We'll see those when they come up. Let's see. All this trouble for one granite rock. What a foolish thing for me to waste my time on, and yet I shall, because I cannot help myself. Alright, so let's pop down here first, and then we will come back up. There you are. Oop. Alrighty. Oh, we're gonna go visit an old friend who at first seems to confuse us for someone else.
Hello, Commander. I have the... Oh, it is you. Please, come in.
It is quite a boost to see you again.
That's enough.
Michael.
Alright, so we're going to see how much he'll pay for all these items.
Fine work.
Anything over 60 we will take.
Fine work. Fine work. Fine work. Fine work.
Nice.
Fine work.
Yeah, the long swords, despite being quite useless for the most part, other than when you get them initially,
Fine work.
do tend to bring in a good amount of cash. So they're good for selling.
Work.
Okay, that should be everything we want to sell. Other than this, which we'll take care of later. And then we're going to buy just this here.
Excellent.
Great Sword Justice. These other items aren't bad, but we're not going to use them.
Go now.
And let's take a look. Alright, so we are better there. And perhaps... Oh, this is better here. I didn't realize that. We will hold on to Trouble just in case we want to use it with Bacata there. Alright, so that should be the last thing that we want to do there. We can finish our quick exploration. And... Right. Good. So head down this way. That should just connect right there. Nothing very special in that area. And we'll close this off as well. No further doors. So now we'll just take this speckled key we found in whatever door we found it in. And we're going to put it into this keyhole up here. I seem to have misclicked numerous times. Alright, there we go. It's better. I actually think it's the other one first, but let's see. That'd be good. We were actually was this one first, so we'll grab this key and a couple pieces of armor. Not bad, not bad. Alright, we'll stick with that one for now. Where'd all that armor go? Let's put you here. We'll go this direction to make it easier. You can go there. And the shield. Obviously not better here. These are all kite shields, so nothing too special to offer there. This should be... Oh. Yeah, not that good. Alright, so all items to be sold in the swamp. And then, unfortunately, this next key is back down here. That first door that we tried to pick should be... Did I go too far? Oh, I did. Much too far. Much too far. Alright. And where was that key? Here we are. Hop in. Find nothing. Alright, so that's all the doorways. Alright, let's go get our elixir. And yes, I always found that to be a very mildly amusing little joke to kind of put that whole line of, why did I leave just one axe here? Have that whole, line of activity, but then it doesn't actually lead anywhere. Let's, let's just use Spark for fun. Go with lightning when they get a little closer. Was there someone behind me? That's rude, sir. Honestly. Where is your sense of fair play? Alright, come in, head back here to the Altar de Blanca. Deposit our last ingredient.
You have butchered the creature whose flesh has never lived. You have gathered.
We don't need to listen to her repeat the entire recipe.
Elixir. We must find Richard quickly.
Indeed we must. Alright, let's depart. So I suppose we could go tell Jaren, even though he's a bit of a D-bag. We also have all of these items here that we'll be bringing to the swamp later as well. But, alright, let's race up, find Jaren. See what this delightful man has to say. Someday I should try to do a playthrough without the map and just see how well that goes.
Don't worry, there are some things more important than money. Well, do you have it?
We have the elixir.
Well,
Huzzah!
let me have it. I will apply it if the opportunity arises.
I am sorry, sir, but we intend to go apply it now. We cannot wait. And furthermore, we will need your key so that we may unlock the protective shroud.
I am sorry also. I will only give up my key to Dawn. Perhaps you could bring her here. She is the only hope for Richard. Make haste. I cannot do everything by myself.
Always love his vote of confidence. Alright, so we know where Dawn was hanging out in the wagon, so let's go and visit her. Pop through down here. It is important that you have the keys, and I believe Elixir as well, in your possession when you leave there. Otherwise, this cutscene will not play, as I learned recently.
Alas, you arrived too late. They have killed my driver.
We have the elixir. We only need 2 more keys, and we can save King Richard.
I'll get Nathaniel's key, and then meet you at Yvel. Oh yes, I nearly forgot. I will need my key.
No.
No, we've done all the work while you
Notice the
rested
yellow
here.
eyes.
We'll get Nathaniel and Jaren's keys ourselves and save you the trouble.
Fools! Enough of your insolence. I want that key.
And it is Scotia! Dun dun dun. Alright, so let's cast some spells. Scotia is, as always, decently tough. Let's try a little bit of this. Using the Ace of Oblivion is enough to fight her off. Maybe we should also bring little Picata back to life, because it sounds like someone is being very rude. Let's see. Actually, no, we'll use Michael with our strongest weapon. He is the strong fighting type after all. Alright. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We are going to head back into town. We're gonna go to Jaren and let him know that Dawn apparently has been attacked or captured in some way. Oops, did not want to do that. We're not exactly sure what's happened, but if we go all the way... Wow, I was way off. If we go all the way to where her wagon used to be, we will find her driver deceased. But we'll learn no further information other than what we infer from his fairly sorry state. Alright, let's just pick up a bunch of these. You can stay right where I'm going to keep you. I'm going to keep you right here. And we are going to kind of go buck wild a little bit with these fireball ones. So I'm just going to move everything over a bit so we can pick up as many as we can. Oh, that's right, I wanted to stop in on the Fletcher quickly. Let's do that. And then we will have some fun. Probably could have put all this stuff down outside, but that's okay. How many more of these are there? Good, okay. So let's go see the Fletcher, who's a little further south. Yeah. Of course, I don't remember. I think it was Redemption that I tried before, so.
Have you a need for...
We will browse a bit again.
I'll take that.
No.
I'll take that
Yes.
off your hat.
All right.
Good luck and happy hunting, my friends.
Very good. All right, let's continue on. And now we'll go to one of the most enjoyable events in the game, which is the War of Yvel. So pop in on Jaren.
Time for your dribbling. The Dark Army is upon us. To arms.
Arr.
Michael, the city militia has fallen. You must defend Yvel.
All right, so the militia has fallen, and so the three of us alone are now tasked with fighting off the entire Dark Army. And you know what? We're going to do it, particularly since we have somewhat of an unfair advantage with just all the fireball wands in the world. And I am just going to let them fly. Although actually, mage... Alright, so we're definitely going to focus on getting Michael's mage up. And then we will see what we want to do from there in terms of raising the magic levels of the other individuals. You do have the option throughout this entire fight of kind of hiding in side these open doors, which allow you places to sleep, which is super helpful. But try not to do it, because certainly it feels more than a little bit cheap to do that. Then again, just spamming these fireball wands is not all that much more sporting, but I enjoy it nonetheless. Hello, fellas. And goodbye. Alright, we'll just pick up this last key so we can just have them all and not have to worry about where they are. I usually prefer only to use the wands when there's multiple individuals kind of stacked together. But we have so many already, plus so many things left to... Alright. Let's do Paulson here. So you can usually get at least one full level during this fight, whether it's split amongst multiple people or just one total for a given individual by using all these fireball ones. Because even though it's not quite as fast as it was back at the lower levels, it still does increase one's magical level by a fairly significant degree. Hello, sir. Really? The guy's just gonna run away apparently over there. Alright. Very nice. And so yeah, we just kinda go through the town, chasing guys down. There's a few areas where, as their numbers thin out, they'll tend to congregate a little more often. But for the most part, particularly early on, you'll find plenty of them and will not really be searching too hard. Part of why, if you are not using the technique with the fireball wands, you're much more likely to need to kind of hide out in rooms like that. Hehe. Let's just take this guy out. There we go. Still want to work a little bit on our fighting and rogue levels, so don't need to abandon traditional fighting entirely. But do like to have that magic ability constantly ramping up, particularly with the Mist of Doom spell in our fairly near future. Right. They will often kind of. Oops. Hey, buddy. What's up? Yeah, they will often kind of congregate a little bit. Oops. Up this way, particularly close to the end when you're having trouble finding them in other places. So this is up where those unlocked or locked doors are. And there you go.
The orc retreat horns. The battle has been won.
Once you kill enough, they will retreat. They are not all gone. You can still find plenty around for at least a little while. And I'll usually hunt down at least some of them before moving on. Can't just leave this invading army behind us. These townspeople need to be kept safe. Except for Jaren, because he's a D-bag, but that's fine. Okay. And we still have... alright, so not that many good. We ran through a good amount. Though we will be restocking. Oh, hey fellas. You guys hanging out? I'll hang out. For some reason this guy just doesn't think that we're very interesting, which I would say is quite rude of him, really. See if we can go through the last few. Nice. Getting him pretty close to that last level. Sure. Let's go through our last one. Alright. Okay. There we go. Let's do one more. Really? Oh, Bacardi, you're so pathetic. How are you our person who came in as the individual being trained in magic when you can't even cast Heal 4 yet?
Hey, a note from Jaren.
Hey!
Dawn, Yvel is under attack.
Yvel?
Somebody has stolen my key. I suspect that the thief has sought refuge in the Catwalk Caverns. A passage may exist near Bruno's lodge. Jaren.
Alright, so...
let's find those caverns then. Perhaps Nathaniel.
So, yes, he had his key stolen. So, really glad he didn't just give it to us, since he was clearly so much more trustworthy than we are. But basically, I'm going to end things here. And when we come back next time, we're going to be attempting to head down to the Catwalk Caverns, which are, as the note indicated, located in back of Bruno's lodge. However, in the interim, I'm going to make one last trip. Actually, I might make a couple more trips in other videos, so maybe not one last. But I'm going to make a trip down to the swamp to replenish our fireball wands and sell off all of our unwanted goods. But until then, see ya.